This question is, how many of you feel like your life is on autopilot? What's the purpose of that question?
I think that for me, executive women have a lot of stressors and we just ignore our aches and pains, what we want from our future, and just get up and do the same thing every day.
Fine. So let's role play. Stacy, it's my podcast. You're the guest. And it goes like this. Hey, everybody, welcome to the podcast. Glad to have you today. Today, we have a very special guest, Stacy Lucas. And so, Stacy, how many of you feel like your life is on autopilot?
Yeah, I see what you
You see the problem? All
Oh.
right. That's the problem, right? When you're on a podcast, you have absolutely no access to the audience.
Yeah.
All right. So I love that you did this because this is an important thing. Understand, when you're on a podcast, you have absolutely no access to the audience because 99, maybe 100% of podcasts are pre-recorded, published, and released later. And so when you're doing a podcast, you can't see the audience. You can't ask them questions. You can't get them to respond. You have no access. So Stacy, that question now is, how many of you feel like your life is on autopilot? How can you rephrase that question? So as the podcast host, I ask you the question and it brings you into the content.